see these two fellas here. We're going to see Garrett Model. We haven't seen him yet this year, I don't believe.
We have.
Yeah, okay, against Iowa, was it?
He had a really big win last Friday night here against Penn State. He won 13-4, looked phenomenal against Bo Pfeiffer, fell to Jake Tucker. He's been splitting time with Drew Scherenbrock at 157. Will Lewan, redshirt freshman for Michigan, having a great year. 16-5, 6-2 in Big Ten duels, coming off a hard-fought victory in Lincoln when he beat Peyton Robb 4-3. He's tough.
Yeah, that was a real good battle. Peyton Robb had a nice win over Coleman of Purdue. We've been really impressed with Coleman's ability out there, and so Robb having a win, he'd sit there and go, okay, we've got an opportunity to go ahead and build on that, and then Lewan comes out there and gets a takedown in the third period. It was just a physical battle the whole time.
Saw Lewan in a tight one against Mike Van Burl. That was inside Madison Square Garden. He prevailed 5-3. Fell to Caleb Young 7-3 and Ryan Deacon 4-1. Looking to score here with a single leg.
Yep, it's on the inside of the leg right there. Look for him to go ahead and use his right leg now to go ahead and maybe trip out of that. So Model showing some pretty good balance, and you see that range and flexibility that he has. Another effort by Lewan to go ahead and shelf it. Now he just drives through at the hip level. Good finish. You know, when we were watching Lewan, he would get the setup, but he wasn't adding, the lower body wasn't moving with the setup. And in that situation here, he really penetrated through. Probably helps that he's wrestling a little taller wrestler than what he was wrestling Robb from Nebraska, but really impressive takedown to win the match at Nebraska. Good escape.
2-1. Lewan, 8th in the country. Out of Chicago, Illinois, wrestled at Montini Catholic High School, where he was a 4-time place winner, won a state title as a junior, fell in the final as a senior.
Oh, wow, Model in and out. See, this is one of the things that you see guys get tied up, and we always talk about, well, how do they get out of that position? That's what he's doing here. He breaks free, jumps right back into the shot. See how he kind of came over collar right there, brought his elbow down, looking for that shot. Looks like he's looking to get to the left leg of Lewan.
Fingers.
Gotten there a few times, but there's been no finish.
Lewan, 2017 cadet world champion. All kinds of experience. Freestyle and Greco scene. Yeah. 2-1, 35 seconds first period.
Good job by Lewan reacting to that shot, and Model comes directly out. If he doesn't get it, he's coming, he's coming back at least about 2 feet. I'd like to see if he wants to follow that up with something, that action up with something. Reacting very well. Both guys are, I like the fact that they're not getting too tied up in this position too much. I mean, this is just a time hog. We're short time at the end of the period.
Would you agree, Jim, if you're in that position any more than 5 seconds, it's too long?
Yeah, I do, but it depends on if you're trying to keep a lead. That's all a factor, because I think if you can feel everything the other guy's doing, if you're ear to ear.
Green's going bottom.
You wrestled before, Jim?
Sometimes, yeah. I still think about it a lot.
Good stuff. Second period, 2-1.
But there's always a move for that, okay? And I can't remember the situation yesterday. We were talking about that duck under that, Patrick McKee hit, okay? He was ear to ear right there, but he hit a duck under across the face right there in the match with Max Buren. That's the thing that he got the lead with. It was a beautiful shot. You see a lot of Oklahoma State wrestlers use that. John Smith, Coleman Scott, coming off the elbow tie. So we're in a position here where both guys are just squared up, but there's always something you can do out there. But there's some positions that always, you're just limited about the things that you can do. A lot of it's when you're ear to ear.
3-1 score. Lewan up by 2. Straight on attack there from Model.
Wrestle through that.
I guess what I'm trying to tell you, Shane, there's just no absolutes.
Sure.
Yeah. So
in every situation, circumstance, different.
Nice job there by Model getting across. He's going to get that right hand up a little bit higher. Now look for him to try to go ahead and shelf that knee. Or actually the foot right there. He's working on the foot. Try to rock him back onto the other side so he can clear his right arm into a double leg, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it before the referee calls a stalemate.
Lewan fights the position, gets that stalemate whistle. Yeah, this place was going crazy in that win against Pfeiffer of Penn State last Friday night. He was able to find another gear late and got the major decision on the Nittany Lion.
Well, you like his range. You know, he's a tall guy that's willing to go ahead and extend those arms to get to the leg. Hasn't been able to finish yet.
He's out of Stoughton, Wisconsin, won himself a state title. His co-head coaches, Bob Impey and Dan Spildy. Dan Spildy was a Big Ten champion for Wisconsin. He beat Lincoln McElravy.
Wow, that's saying something.
Yeah.
You mentioned Lincoln McElravy. He's the guy that kept Coach Bono from winning a few titles.
Model will go on bottom here in the third. Yeah, Stoughton, one of the state powers here in Wisconsin.
Andy Ryan from the NCAA champion in 1980. Former Badger coach. Good quick escape there, so this will be settled on the feet.
They had a lot of success in the 1980s under legendary coach Vern Pieper, who ironically his sister was my first grade teacher. Small world. Anyways, minute and a half here in the third.
So does she fall in the category of the first grade teachers that tell kids to go out for wrestling?
If you're building a long time ago, you would think so.
Yeah, if you're building a program in high school, you need to be in touch with the first grade and kindergarten teachers, because they know all the rambunctious kids that they can be nice to them during the course of the day, but they probably like to see them get beat up a little bit. Go out there and mix it up a little bit, so wrestling coaches get to be pretty good friends. Now, nice job with the single leg there. Getting up to his feet is Lewan.
No cutbacks, keep it legal.
He's on the inside of the leg, which gives him an opportunity to go ahead and attack that far leg a little easier.
Yeah, he got to that single leg.
You know, and that's what we saw the other day. I mean, he can penetrate. A lot of guys in this weight class, they have a difficult time breaking through the head-hands defense. I mentioned before, we get tied up in that ear-to-ear position. But look at the penetration on this shot. Boom, boom, boom. Comes all the way through, great angle. He's able to go ahead and get to his feet. That second move there of getting the angle. Nice, easy finish.
And Lewan always stays patient too, Jim, I've noticed with him.
Yeah, there's very few people that break him out of his pace.
So now Model will need a takedown and a ride-out to send this one a sudden victory. Easier said than done against a guy like Will Lewan.
Good work there by Model. If he's going to create something, go for something big here. Maybe he can lock up a cradle, but you see how he's butterflying his knees out. Lewan is. Keep balance, get your feet away from each other. Scoop the leg now. You've got an opportunity to score.
Will Lewan 5-3, now 17-5, and finishes Big Ten dual meet season 7-2. His only losses to Deacon of Northwestern and Young of Iowa. Solid dual meet season in the Big Ten for Will Lewan, and he gives Michigan 3.